Hello dear friends! Today we are going to speak with you about modal verb could. But first of all, as usual, let's make acquaintances with the words that we usually need during our lesson. So, the first word is a river, река. To flood, затапливать, заливать. A rain, дождь. A kid, ребенок. A trip, поездка. Weekend, выходные дни. Now, let's return to the topic of our lesson. So, the modal verb could. The modal verb could is used to express, first of all, possibility. For example, extreme rain could cause the river to flood the city. The second, it can express past ability. For example, Nancy could ski like a pro by the age of 11. We also use the modal verb could to express request. For example, could I use your computer to email my boss? The fourth, we use this modal verb to express suggestion. For example, you could see a movie or go out to dinner. And the last one, we use our modal verb could in a conditional sentence as a conditional form of modal verb can. For example, we could go on the trip if I didn't have to work at the weekend. As to the sentences, we can use our modal verb could in 4 types of sentences. In narrative, in negative, in general question. I remind you that general question is a question without a question word. And in a special question. Special question, this is a question with a question word. So, if you want to make a narrative sentence, on the first position you have to put noun or pronoun. After that you put could, and after could you have to put your main verb. For example, I could run 20 miles when I was a kid. If you want to make a negative sentence, on the first position you have to put noun or pronoun. On the second position you put could, after that the particle not, and on the last position you put your main verb. For example, I could not run 20 miles when I was a kid. If you want to make a general question, on the first position you have to put your modal verb could. After that you put noun or pronoun, and after that you have to put your main verb. For example, could you run 20 miles when you were a kid? If you want to make a special question, on the first position you have to put your question word. After that you put your modal verb could. After that you put noun or pronoun, and on the last position you put your main verb. For example, how many miles could you run when you were a kid? So, once more, now I propose you to remind everything what we have already to discuss with you. So, there exist 4 types of sentences with our modal verb. A narrative, a negative, general question and special question. If you want to make a narrative sentence, on the first position you put noun, pronoun, after that could, and after main verb. If you want to make a negative sentence, on the first position you put noun, pronoun, could, then particle not and main verb. If you want to make a general question, on the first position you put modal verb could, then noun, pronoun and your main verb. And if you want to make a special question, on the first position you put your question word, then could, then noun, pronoun, and on the last position your main verb. In order to fix your knowledge that you have already received during this lesson, I propose you to make this short exercise. Your task is to open the brackets and use the form of your modal verb could. As usual, I wish you good luck. Goodbye.